I'm here with Michele McInerney, who has been nominated Teacher of the Year at PS 37 Cordero and Molina School. Congratulations. It's a pleasure to welcome you to JCETV. What do you teach?
Thank you for having me. I teach middle school ELA, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade at Cordero School, and I've been up in the middle school. This is my 9th year, but my 14th year at Cordero.
Wow. You always taught at Cordero?
I've always taught at Cordero, yep. Never left.
Never left? Did you always want to be a teacher?
I did. I've always wanted to work with children, make a difference with children, and teach them. Yep.
Did you have individuals who inspired you?
I would say my grandma has definitely inspired me. She pretty much raised me from when I was younger. She would always read to me. She would always teach me, how to read, to do math, and took me to school when I was younger as well. So her patience definitely rubbed off on me. She was definitely my inspiration and role model.
Oh. Was she a teacher, or she just loved you and nurtured that spirit in you?
Yes, loved, nurtured. She wasn't. She was actually a seamstress.
Oh.
So she worked in the basement and sewed clothes.
Okay.
And, but yeah, taking care of me, she always had that nurturing aspect to her.
That's great. Were there teachers who inspired you and you tried to model today?
I would say actually my 6th grade teacher, which is funny. I never really put that together up until just now. But my 6th grade teacher was my inspiration, my role model as well. She was definitely that teacher that always has stuck out to me. And again, her patience and her kindness, but also, her being a little headstrong when she needed to be, having that tough love when she needed to have it. But yes, my 6th grade teacher. So it's funny that I teach 6th grade ELA now.
Yes. So what techniques did she use that you use to inspire your students?
I would say definitely getting to know her students and creating that bond and that relationship with her students. So I do try to do that, and I feel as though by creating those positive relationships in the classroom, it almost motivates the students to do a little bit better and try their hardest as well.
Well, they become part of a family, the
Exactly.
school family.
Exactly.
So that's always very helpful. How do you achieve buy-in from your students? What do you use in class to get them to commit to the content and to do their very best?
So definitely those relationships help to have that foundational work. And then aside from that, after that, I have more of a collaborative approach in my classroom. That definitely creates the buy-in my opinion. And I feel as though I kind of take a pulse of my students in the classroom environment. So I teach 3 different classes, and so I don't do the same thing in every class. It really depends on my audience and my students in the classroom of their needs, and they help me understand the direction of where we're going to go.
Okay. So when you say you get their buy-in, do you give them choices? How do you achieve that buy-in?
So mainly, essentially, it's my end goal, but I give them the choices. I create the choices for them, and all of them are kind of a little flexible, that there's still things that the objective is there, the goal is there, but they kind of choose which path they would like to take to achieve that goal.
That's very encouraging.
Thank
to know we all like choices.
Yes. And it creates a positive climate and culture in the classroom as well.
Okay.
So along with that, they're really working together collaboratively, those project-based learning
so
approach.
You use a project-based learning
Yes.
in your content area?
In the classroom as well. And it really goes based off of, their interests too. For example, last year I received a grant, and I was able to take my 8th graders to go see The Outsiders on Broadway.
Wow.
Because we were reading The Outsiders novel. So that was something, I don't think it was expected, but from them, and it was just a great experience for them to have.
Well, visiting Broadway is always a great experience. And it's a really great story.
Thank you.
So that's very innovative. Congratulations on that grant.
Thank you.
Is there something you communicate with your parents in terms of how to help their students, their children, be successful in school?
As far as parent communication, I think that's also vital and so important in the classroom. Not only to have that relationship with parents, but also because the students know that I am in contact with their parents. So there's the follow through, there's that consistency of speaking. So it goes from the classroom, also flows into home as well. And that constant open communication that the parents have, that they're comfortable enough to reach out to me and I reach out for both, whether it's positive or something that the students need to work on. I think the positivity is also important to reach out to parents and let them know what their child is doing in the classroom. That's a good thing.
It's a good thing, and you need to know where they're succeeding and where they need to grow.
Yes.
So that's always very important, and successful teachers do that. They share both parts of the information because it's
Yes.
important. Parents may be worried about something that their children have mastered, but something else they need to work on. So as an educator in the district, what would you share with the community at large in terms of ensuring success for all our learners? Is there anything, any message you would like to share with the community at large?
Share with the community.
In terms of what you feel it's important that children come with or engage in outside of school that could help them succeed?
I would say for the community to have an open mind. Everything is a learning experience for our students to become successful and, beautiful citizens in the community as well. So to give them that experience within the community and have patience and have an open mind for them to create experiences, I would definitely recommend to do that.
Thank you. Is there something you know today as a experienced teacher that you wish you had known at the beginning of your career?
I would say, that's a good question.
Thank you.
I would say definitely sometimes it's better to take a step back instead of reacting with emotions at first, because sometimes that could work against you and then kind of create a divide with your relationship with that student. So definitely to have that patience and take a minute to think about what's going on in your situation instead of being so reactive, because I know as a first-year teacher it might be easy to be so reactive. So yeah, have that patience and, take it easy.
Okay. Thank you so much. It's obvious why you were selected as Teacher of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.